going on here? Yeah, we live. Hey, what's going on, party people? Now, if this is your first time here, welcome. I go by the name of L'Esprit. I am a spiritual healer. And technically, as a spiritual healer, what I do is that I assist other people in becoming in alignment with the person that they are. Pretty much, it's the same idea of, mind, body, and soul, and understand how they all come together. You know, So therefore, I help you to understand your emotional patterns and also your emotional blockages, as well as your intellectual conditioning. And once you understand these things, now you put them together. Now you become whole. Now you become in harmony with the person that you are. In other words, you become perfect. Not flawless, but you become the one. But it's by having a perfect alignment, the mind and the body must come together. And that's what self-awareness is about. Now you become self-aware of everything about you. Not by refuting certain aspects of you, but most importantly is by understanding it. You bring everything to term. You bring them together. Now you're shedding light to yourself. You are becoming conscious. So the process of you becoming fully conscious, or to reach or to attain the high state of mind, you have to understand yourself. Then you would have to embody it. Self-mastery means, you make it yours. So you have to become you. You made it yours. You made yourself yours. I had a recording where I was talking about, you being yourself. That shit's fully loaded. That statement, it's like there's layers and layers that needs to be pretty much on that has to be acknowledged. But again, this goes to show how, our regular action, what we're doing on a regular basis, it's more than just what it looks. That's why it's imperative for you to become spiritual, for you to be awakened. You know what I'm saying? You must awake, man. you know, you got to wake up. You got to wake up. And, as a spiritual healer, technically that is what I do. And then now I pretty much show you the different processes and, pretty much take you on that journey on how to unfold yourself, or how to allow the spirit to express itself through you. Now, if you're coming back, you already know, what I'm saying, get a plate, what I'm saying, let's do what we always do, okay? This is a Holy Communion. You just got to open up your mouth, baby, what I'm saying, the body of Christ. Let it flow, baby, let it flow. So, every Wednesdays, I had decided, to pretty much talk about the masculine and the feminine energy. And, and how important it is for us to understand not just the way it works, how they go together, but also because they're all part of us. As part of that awakening, as part of you attaining that highest state of mind, which is the Buddha, the Christ, being conscious or being aware of those different aspects of you, that's what you do. In fact, to become the highest level of, is to be enlightened. You become that light. That's why consciousness is always somehow paired with, let's just say, fire, light, because the element about fire, right? So we have heat and light. Oh man, this shit's crazy. Now, even in that is a different conversation. I think I'll definitely talk about that. But let's get back to, the masculine and the feminine energy, why it's important for us to understand, because it is an aspect of us. And for you to be fully conscious, that's why, a relationship is part of you. A romantic relationship is the spirit expressing itself in a romantic way. Do you see what I'm saying? It's period. Like, because you express yourself, and just like a tree, it goes in different layers. You know what I'm saying? That's why someone who's stupid, right, for lack of better terms, or her or his consciousness, level isn't that high, to be politically correct here, right? Isn't that high, right? So their decision is going to reflect that. Their decisions, their way of thinking. I'm just showing you ignorance is manifested in all aspect of their lives, right? In different avenues, the way they speak, the way they act, their ways of thinking, they're codependent, like the fucking toxicity and all of that shit. Well, the same thing as when it comes to the light, when you become enlightened, or even to become aware, to have that self-realization. The self-realization, it's more than it's in fact it is you embodying yourself. As a masculine energy, that's you also being in touch with your feminine energy. To be conscious is to really like the Tibetan monks, uses like the lotus, because the lotus pretty much grow out of the mud, right? And then they open up. They come, like, their roots is actually from, like, every lotus. Yo, that shit is deep, man. Because they're showing you out of the darkness come the light. But oh my God. Oh God damn it. These motherfuckers are bad. These are bad motherfuckers. So again, but the underlying message here is that's why us in African spirituality, we embrace nature, because we see the intelligence behind nature. So therefore we say nature is God. Not the physical tree that you're looking at, but the whole intelligence behind everything. Because, like, and our ancestors pretty much, they tell us the laws of the universe. Meaning how to operate down here. So if efficiently. How to make it right. And that's what the whole, oh my God. Damn, I'm tapping into some shit. You know what I'm saying? So again, that self-realization, I guess I was blacking out for a second, but let's get back to the masculine and the feminine energy, because today is hump day, baby. And just like I had promised you guys, I think I'm just keeping my word still. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's only going to go down from here. So now, in reference of understanding the masculine and the feminine energy, I was also showing you the connection of, and how this is part of you. So it is all part of you being conscious, because the masculine and the feminine energy, it's part of our makeup, and it's all around us. It's all around us. Our body, our thoughts, you know what I'm saying? Our creative side of us. Like all of these things, like the masculine and the feminine energy is strongly, it's our makeup. It's our foundation. The unification, or having your intellect coming together with your emotion, again, you're looking at the masculine and the feminine energy. A man being able to cry, you're looking at a masculine energy who's expressing, feminine traits, pretty much. And we see that in gay couple. Because the ultimate thing, I think, the biggest thing that a gay couple shows us is showing you how, the masculine and the feminine energy it's all around us. But most importantly, when it comes to sex meaning union, you gotta have the masculine and the feminine energy. That's why a gay couple, them understanding that subconsciously, or however the fuck they get it, but you're gonna have the gay male, or the gay, like the male, the female one, then you're gonna have the man one, and that one totally need to act like that and portrays that. He's the baddest bitch. This nigga's the baddest bitch. On the flip side of that, for the lesbian, the tomboy is the badass nigga ever. Talks like it, walk like it, you know what I'm saying, bark like it, shit. You know what I'm saying? That she had activated that side of her. This is way beyond sex. Like, I'm talking about the physical sex in terms of dick and pussy. This is way beyond dick and pussy here. This is truly having a better, not just raising your consciousness, but having a better understanding of your reality, of what's taking place in front of you. Because consciousness allow you to have a better view and a vision for you to see what's around you. Because this is the world of illusion. You can't trust your eye. Because it's not what it looks like. It's not what it appears as. That's why you can't trust your eyes. And a lot of us, we understand based on our intelligence. So you got to have an inner vision. That inner vision, technically that's what the occult is telling you. That's the meaning of the occult, the hidden culture. So it's pretty much now telling you got to go in. It's in you. And now the Kabbalion, when we have, like the 7 Hermetic principles that Tahuti actually told us, it's like it's all mental. So he's telling you it's all consciousness in so many ways, if it's all mental. Although they have different meanings, but it's closely related. Not to say the same thing being said in a different way, or a different aspect of the same thing. But again, to even looking at this world as, being all is mental. This is also letting you know, and I forgot to talk about the spirit, because I usually, especially if this is the first time, I normally, give you a breakdown of what spirituality is. Technically, it's not, that, I don't know, like in the stars. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not on this side, but it's all the way like somewhere in the stars, in the cosmic. Like it's beautiful, it's distant. You have no connection with it. Whereas if you understand it's all mental, so I mean, is there anything that we have done without using our mental? So who the fuck are we? So the mental now, when you get into the mystery of trying to understand what the mental is all about, then you realize it's just, I don't know, air, spirit, an alien. I don't know. You manifested yourself in a body. Because your body, if you're saying all is mental, then your body is nothing but a projection of your mentality, of your consciousness. If all is mental, your body don't even matter, nigga. That's why it is an illusion to create a separation between the physical and the non-physical. You're falling short. You fell for the okie doke. Now you're looking with these eyes instead of going in. That's what the occult is telling you. I'm just making it, I guess, I'm just giving it to you, well, pause. I'm just giving it to you in a sense like in a day-to-day, in a mundane language, but most importantly for you to understand, listen, it's you, man. This knowledge is talking about you. I mean, there's a dramatic way of saying it, and we all love that shit, right? We love a good story, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Then you have your Jesus story. You know what I'm saying? Or us African giving you mythology. We love stories, man. We're storytellers. Again, it's another way of the spirit. I mean, it has to be stories if we're in spirit, right? You know what I'm saying? It has to be that because now it becomes our essence. And that's what mythology is all about, man. I just described mythology to you, man. You know what I'm saying? So so that's why, for you when you become conscious, you have a, a better understanding of your reality. You know what I'm saying? That's how you're able to look at the same thing as, you know what I'm saying, but you see different meaning in it. You could see further. Meaning you've seen beyond the veil now. So now that part was in terms of, I mean, again, they are all connected. But now I was also telling you why it's important for you to understand the masculine and the feminine energy because it's more than just a male and a female. That's where I was going with this. It's all around you. In fact, the whole tantric Buddhism, or I think there's a tantric. I can't recall the actual sector that practices that. That's what their meaning, their foundation is. They have statues of orgies that are taking place. There's a whole bunch of fucking around us, meaning not in a literal sense or a vulgar sense, or we're not talking about dick and pussy here. Okay, I'm assuming now y'all niggas should know about that now, right? So there's a whole bunch of fucking around us, a bunch of union, meaning all around us is the masculine and the feminine energy that is expressing itself, and it expresses itself pretty much in different layers, in different form. But it's like it's kind of like when you look at that planet thing, that spiral. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why the scientists or whoever the fuck. But it makes sense to me if you have pretty much. Here's something else. So when they talk about the sacred geometry, it's showing you there's energy all around you. Well, that energy, it's it's masculine and feminine. Do you see what I'm saying? It's the same coin. It's two sides of the same coin. That's why motherfuckers are going 0 or 1, positive, negative. I can't recall what was that theory, but you know what I'm saying. Even those scientists, is 0 or 1. Your computer 0 or 1. As us male, although we have embodied or manifested a male body with the dick and all that shit, we still have feminine in us. But our essence, is masculine. But okay, but here's another spiral too. Now you could be a masculine or a male. Now you also a divine feminine. Meaning now at this point, what happened is that femininity inside of you has become more dominant than your masculinity. That's how you could see a man can express his feminine traits. That's how those gays are able to, be the baddest bitch. Or the illest nigga on that side. We are made of that energy, the masculine and the feminine. But what makes us masculine is because we are, in essence, a masculinity, masculine tendencies, because the masculine expresses itself differently. For us, is logic. 1, 2, 3. It's linear. It's logical. It's competition. You know what I'm saying? Like, you already know niggas I have testosterone. You know what I'm saying? That's why we play games, bro. We play games to fucking compete. You know what I'm saying? Who's gonna be the best here, man? What's going on, baby? I got the rock. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? And you always gonna go hard with your boy. You playing. That's your freedom. That's your thing. So the masculine energy seek freedom, competition, challenges, purposes. It's directive. Because linear is a straight line. That's what makes you a leader. But you being that leader is being expressed in so many different ways, even in yourself, your action. It's like it's taking place in so many different layers of you. It's all around us in all different layers. A whole bunch of fucking orgies around us. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's why it's important, oh man, to understand mythology too. The symbols, how, what we meant by certain things. Like, I'll give you a perfect example. In a lot of mythologies, you would hear like, the daughter killed the father, or they were having sex. The mother was having sex with her sister. It's not literal shit. Like, for instance, I could tell you, as a man, it's important for you to kill your mom and your dad. What I'm truly telling you is that you have to become independent. Not a physical killing, like killing your mom and dad. but that language is used so you understand. And we also use the word mom and dad, right? Not just your mom and dad, but also be in control of your emotion. Because your mom and dad, those feelings are fucking internal. Now you're projecting that shit. Oh, dad, I love my dad. I love my mom. That shit's inside of you, motherfucker. That's why we are a projection of one another. You know what I'm saying? So much so, let's just say if you love your dad and that motherfucker don't give a fuck about you. So you projecting, you know what I'm saying? I'm showing you it's you projecting that. Now, if it matches what you're projecting, then you are fucking happy. But that happiness all derived in you. So you killing your mom and dad, it's you being in control, becoming, oh my God. In mythology, here's something else too. When they say, you have to rule your kingdom, they talking about you have to master yourself. Although the language, do you see what I'm saying? I'm saying all of that to say, those words were used, like when we say, let's just say, I have to kill my father. Not just the physical father. Definitely not the physical father in the act of killing, right? But in the act of, it could be a reference to your father too. Not to kill them physically, but to understand, hey, your physical father, you got to follow you know what I'm saying? It could be that. That's one layer of it. Or that's the lowest, or that's the grossest level of it. But as you're getting deeper, what this is really talking about is yourself. It's self-mastery, as I pointed out, by using this fucking example. Oh yeah, you all projecting your fucking reality like a motherfucker. Oh, this is for the grown ups, baby. So now, the fuck was I talking about? I was talking about, yeah. So now, you understand like your makeup in so many different ways, even the chromosome that they actually talk about that is part of you, all that shit, the double helix. There's positive, negative. There's two sides of them. Masculine and feminine. You can't get rid of that. But not just to get rid of it, but what I'm truly saying is you have to acknowledge that it's all around you. It's more than just a man and a woman. Even in a man and a woman, they have, both sides of them. So it's all mental. A lot of people tend to approach like relationship more on a physical aspect. I get it. But again, this shit is deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? Even a bitch like you choose to be with, even that is fucking complicated. Because when you're being with that person, you are being with pretty much, you know what I'm saying? That's when you're going to get some surprise. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not just dating this motherfucker. Her system is very complex, and so is yours. But that complexity is different layers in the person that you are. It's also showing you that you are more than just what you look like. Maybe you more than that. And this is not to be spooky. It's just a matter of, having a deeper, sense, or, being a little more conscious. I had, you know what I'm saying? When you become a little more aware of your environment, then you start seeing it differently. That's how these niggas, when they look at the Matrix, that's what looking at the Matrix is. Understanding those different patterns, those different energies, what they represent, and all of that shit. But I'm saying all of that to say is that, for you to acknowledge like a relationship is just more than dick and pussy. Because if that was the case, in gay relationship, if it was about dick and pussy, why would they activate? Why would once one or one and they have the same sex? That's why you can never get rid of gender roles. Because without it, there's no polarity. Polarity meaning the extremities meet, male and female. Opposite comes together. The way you act, the way you are, being logical, the feminine energy is emotional. Complete opposite. You go from, what I'm saying, you're going on a straight line, this bitch is all over the place. That's what being emotional is. It goes up, it goes down in the middle. Yes, no. No, yes. Yes, no. Yes, no. Yes, no. And every single time, that's how she feels. She's telling you the truth. She ain't lying to you. But your mind is like, yes, no, yes, no. Like, what the fuck? Which one is it? Then now, when you're not mature, then you call them crazy. That's because you don't see correctly. Because having a better understanding of your reality, oh, she's emotional, so she's going to say yes, she's going to say no. Okay, so that's how you deal with that. So you dealing with the feminine energy, you got to know what you're dealing with. But first, you got to know who the fuck you are. That's why it's important for you to understand your sexual essence. And by sexual essence, truly what I'm talking about here is which one of those masculine energy, masculine that you are, that pretty much you are a little more leaning towards. Some guys are very fucking emotional, so they lean more towards their emotions. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa too for some women. And as you can see, obviously in fucking gay couples. But it's more than just the act. It's there's a spirit behind it. That's why the feminine energy acts a certain way. It's radiance, it's beauty. She is the light of the world, baby. Like I told them bitches. Yo, motherfuckers are the light of the world. You know what I'm saying? She always got to dress up. She got to put on the makeup. Niggas, understand this, man. Yes, she's not necessarily doing it for you, nigga. It's part of her makeup. She has to radiate. She has to attract. Not necessarily to attract you directly, but that's also part of her nature. She's gonna do that regardless, dog. And I've seen that shit even in my daughter. Daughter fucking 5, 6 years old. This motherfucker's wearing the shortest short ever. Like, what the fuck? But that's how she's expressing herself. That's the feminine in her. Already trying to put on some makeup and shit. She gotta look pretty. She gotta do this. She's taking pictures like, hey, hey. Like, what? I'm looking at him like, nigga. They expresses themselves through love. How I feel. I don't feel like going. I don't feel like doing this. Whereas for you, it's different. You know what I'm saying? You don't use I feel. You know what I'm saying? Probably I think, I know. You know what I'm saying? All of those logical words that we all use. So what I pretty much been seeing is like a lot of immature masculine energy now who are criticizing, the feminine energy for being who she is. It's like you're trying to say women don't know what the fuck they want. Like, what? They don't know what the fuck they want. But they are emotional, right? They know exactly what they want. It varies. They want so many things. This bitch is what the fucking world. It's not that they don't know what they want, nigga. You got it all fucked up. They want everything. But your logical mind is thinking that they don't want, you know what I'm saying, they don't know what they want. Nigga, they purchase your ass, sell you, rebuy you, do all kinds of shit, nigga. They want everything. Am I lying? Hey, bitches, am I lying? Y'all want everything. But you can't see it that way because you're using your logic to communicate with the feminine energy. That's bad reception, man. You're not, you know what I'm saying? You can't try to speak knowledge with somebody that feels. If you feel, well, let's feel together. That's how you express yourself to her. You know what I'm saying? That's how, you know what I'm saying, when you see them pimps, man, man, them niggas got the swag. What's going on, man? You know what I'm saying? Now, when they mad, they mad. That's something else. But generally speaking, you know what I'm saying, you already know. You know what I mean? I don't know. Some pimp do them shit. But again, I'm not here to promote pimps or any shit like that. But you can't refute the knowledge that they have regarding the feminine energy. Or at least they know this is a female. I can't talk to her like I'm talking to my friend. So that's the aspect of pimp that I'm referring to, which is, as a masculine energy, that's you should pretty much adopt that same mentality. Meaning you are speaking to a feminine, knowing that if she's emotional, you can't be logical to something that's emotional. You playing yourself at this point. That's how she completes you. So it's always going to be that harmony. That's why, in so many words, you are living your femininity through her words, through her taking care of you, to her nurturing your motherfucking ass. All of that, you also have that in you, but now you experience that part of you through her. Same shit for the same exact thing for the motherfucking bitch. Now, that's why, like I always tell you guys, right? Because it took me a minute to actually understand that. My girl would just tell me, hey, baby, like if we're going out, right? Well, hey, baby, we're going out. Okay, which one would you like me to wear? You know what I'm saying? The green one or the fucking, you know what I'm saying? But if you're immature, meaning you don't understand really what she's telling me. Because what she's telling me is, nigga, I want to please you. Daddy, I want to please you, daddy. Tell me which one to wear. Because I want to do it for you. Not that I can't choose, bitch. It's different. Then you go, like, oh, it doesn't matter. Like, and then she's looking at you, stupid motherfucker. The language is different. That's why it's important for you to understand the masculine energy and the feminine energy. And once you understand that, now the next step is to understand how does the feminine energy expresses herself. How does she work? You gotta find out how she works. Then you delve into yourself as a masculine energy. You gotta find out how you work. You feel me? In other words, you gotta tell her your side of the story. Bitch, I hear your side of the story. Now let me give you my side of the story. Oh, I got a handful for those bitches. But most importantly, there's layers to this. It's truly masculine. It's all mental. But in that mentality, you're dealing with the masculine and the feminine energy. You see what I'm saying? That's truly what she's saying, daddy. Right, to get back to that fucking example. I want to please you, nigga. But she didn't say none of that shit. She just said, which one of those shoes you want me to... we're going out together, right? So she's going out together not to please me? Not to look good for her nigga? Remember, man, yo, she's the light of the world, baby. What are you doing? You're tripping. It's okay. It definitely happened to me, too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? But stupid. It happens. It happens. You know what I'm saying? I fumbled. You know what I'm saying? But obviously, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I listen, man. I picked myself up like I never slipped, baby. You see what I'm saying? It's like I came back like I never left. You feel me? That's why it comes with that's what we're talking about here, right? And me being able to talk about that, I stand up tall. You hear me? I'm like, bitch, shit. I wish you would. Oh, you gonna get a hand, Nathan, nigga. Like that's what I'm saying. That bitch, whoever you are, baby. You know what I'm saying? Whoever you are. Oh, I'm ready for you, nigga. I'm gonna work you out. Bitch, I'm gonna love you like I never loved. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna fuck your ass up too. All that shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you definitely gonna get it. Mark my words, motherfucker. Mark my words. So I'm saying all of that to say, you know, that's the beauty of sometimes, you got to fumble the ball so you know how to grab it better. You see what I'm saying? You got to have a better grasp, right? You know what I'm saying? So it's all part of it. Don't be too harsh on yourself. And it's coming from me because obviously, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I came back like I never left, baby. How you doing? Oh, nigga, shit. I don't even slack with my slacks on. You hear me? Sure, we ain't slacking over here at all. You feel me? Oh, man. Yeah, that's the beauty of embracing all side of you, too. You know what I'm saying? Your higher self, your lower self, all of that. There's a binary shit that the whole world, you know what I'm saying, your computer, everything. And that is that masculine and the feminine, that 0 and 1. You know what I'm saying? So now that you know that, when your bitch come to you and ask you which one should she choose, nigga, you better choose. Shit, bitch, you better choose. But now, if you want to be, let's just say, you want to be, you know what I'm saying? All right, let me give you some games, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Or just say, you know what I'm saying, that at this point, let's just say you just want to be extra. Because a nigga like me, like, nigga, shit, I love being extra sometimes, you know what I'm saying? I might be extra right now, but hey, it comes with the package, nigga. Nigga, please. So check this out, right? They tell you, you know what, this is what I want. But if you feel, after you made your decision, you know what I'm saying? This is what I want. But if you feel like, understand, you say feel. You know, after me telling you this is what I want, but if you feel like there's something else you want to do, it's okay. Now, that comes across differently. Because now you already, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like she passed you the ball, you pass it right back, baby. You didn't even, you just touch it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, he push it right back. But what people are truly calling games, you know, it's just you knowing how to communicate effectively. Because you got to have games, player. It's important. You got to. Listen, man. We're smooth operators over here, man. We're smooth criminals. You got to be. You know what I'm saying? It is part of your makeup. Like, to be a great talker, you got to be that, man. Come on, it's like you gotta have a filthy mouth. You know what I'm saying. You gotta be, you know what I'm saying. You gotta be a little bit sassy. You know what I'm saying. You gotta have some, you know what I'm saying. Some shit to you, man. You gotta have some flavor, baby. You gotta have something. You know what I'm saying. I don't know what you want to call it, but you gotta have something. You know what I'm saying. That's a part of you. You gotta wake up, baby. In other words, you gotta wake up, man. What are you doing? Wake your punk ass up, right? Like my man Sway, right? Wake your punk ass up, man. See, this nigga talking some shit. You know what I'm saying? I see you, nigga. I see you. You know what I'm saying? Wake your punk ass up. I see you. He's talking to you, man. You know, because what we're doing here, man, us healers, we're broadcasting. You know what I'm saying? This is the 5D. Like, who's listening? Hello? Are you alive? That's pretty much what we're doing here, because we are all pretty much scattered, right? This is the fucking internet, I guess. Let's just say I'm in fucking Georgia. You could be somewhere else watching this shit. You could be in New York. You could be wherever the fuck. China and all that shit. So I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Everybody, just know, I cover all the bases, nigga. So again, this is also showing you like a deeper reality than just what we're looking at. That is right underneath our nose, but you're not looking at it that way. Well, look at this motherfucker. He thinks he's the bitch. Yeah. Well, he's also animated by a spirit. And to maintain that sexual relationship, that union, the yoga, the mind and the body, your intellect and your emotions or your feelings, they got to come together. You become a wise man when you know how to control your emotion with your intellect, meaning they come together. That's what mastery is all about. It's pretty much all about. So again, we're talking about masculine and feminine energy. It's more, definitely way more than dick and pussy. It's in us. Although we are masculine gender, it's in us. And even if you're feminine gender, it's in you too. That's why you can become a tomboy if you want to. You know what I'm saying? You can do whatever you want. Whatever you like. You know what I'm saying? So now what you call in the feminine movement, unfortunately, it's just you thinking like a man, but who wants to act like a lady. You know what I'm saying? Steve Harvey told you, all right, nigga, I got the perfect remedy for you. Bam. Understand when it comes to marketing, they don't sell you things that you don't want. That's why they study you. That's why your information is so prevalent. Facebook using your information, your pattern, whatever, like TikTok, all them shits. You have the algorithm. That's controlling your ass, nigga. That's studying you. You think they're giving you something you don't want? Nah, motherfucker. They're giving you exactly what you want. And they are listening to you. So much so they are following you. Listening to you is not enough. They got to follow you now. A great marketer, shit, listen. They know if you purchase this here, they want to know when you get home where you're going to put it. Why are you going to put it there? I don't think you get it. So it has to do with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, there is a reason why, like, that's why you have to understand the collective consciousness. When the collective consciousness goes, you got to say, whoa, what's taking place here? When that book becomes a success, you got to ask yourself, why? A lot of women bought it because they think like a man, but hey, you know what I'm saying? I want to be like a man, but I want to pee sitting down, nigga. I just want to sit down and pee, but I want to be like you. While I sit down and pee, motherfucker, you stand up all you want. This bitch tell you stand up all you want. I'm going to sit down and pee, motherfucker. Okay. You got it. I guess you're doing well, huh? Meanwhile, your femininity it's you know what I'm saying? That's why you have your career driven. When you become a career driven, you know what I'm saying? That's operating from your masculine energy, although you are a feminine energy. So it's only right. If you gotta seek for a career and you're the one who carries a baby, you cannot have a baby, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you're the one who actually carried a baby. But if you gotta go for your career, I get it, man. You can't be carrying a baby because you got a career now. Do you see what you're putting yourself through? You see what you're doing to yourself? Because you're looking to prove something. And when you're proving anything, sadly to say, that's because you know you don't have it. Listen, when you know you got it, baby. You know what I'm saying? Because you know you got it. You're used to it. But if you're not used to it, hey, I get it. You know what I'm saying? In fact, yo, this motherfucker, he's a genius, man. Dave motherfucking Chappelle. This nigga wildin' though. I see him. So he was talking about how Kanye was saying, the billionaire, you don't wear chains and shit. But essentially, these niggas are wilding anyway. But the underlying message here is that once you got it, you got it, man. Now, 50 Cent ain't no fucking billionaire, but I don't see him wearing those fucking heavy chains anymore. When you used to it, man. When you don't have money, you know what I'm saying? You just got to act tough. That's why I know when somebody's weak. When you weak, you got to act tough. It's important that you want people to chase you. That's because you're weak. The chasing is your validation. I'm doing good. I'm good. I'm important. Look at me. Hey, 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 you can see me. You're weak. That's what you do when you're looking to please other people. Now you become friends with people who's not even your friend. You're looking to please people who's not even pleasing you. And that's a sad situation. I feel for you. I feel for you. That's a true depiction of our culture toxicity. Now people are living for the Joneses. There's no God, meaning there's no essence of them acknowledging who they are. At this point, that is the third party. I mean, the third person, the false person. That's why we say pretty much, people are not living their lives based on who they are, but based on who they should be. That image, that's why you're lost. Like in every way. If there's a game, you lost, and then you lost. You don't know who you are, and you'll never be happy too. Your achievement are not gonna define you. Or having money, listen, man, it's not a proof. I mean, shit. If faking was such a proof, that's what money is. That's why a lot of people fake. Right? I'm gonna show you that I'm doing good. That's what faking is. So for me to show you that I'm doing good, so meaning that now you doing good has to do with what you have, with the money that you got, with the kind of car you driving. Because you have identified yourself with that false person. You are worshiping idols. Then now you're looking for the big house for that purpose. For the purpose of, letting other people know that you are doing good. Just, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much what our society, the school system, those institutions, is pretty much all about. In other words, they're all rocking you to sleep. These niggas are rocking you to sleep, baby. You have to be in touch with your higher self. You got to be in touch with you. Because none of that matters if you are not happy, if you're not fulfilled. So to be fulfilled is to do the shit that you want, the shit that moves you. And when you are in that state of mind, nigga, like, there's no competition. Nigga, I'm happy for you. You deserve the world, baby. Go get him. I'm good here, baby. That's why they tell you life isn't as great as, as having money, as it is not as bad. It's not as good. Okay, life is not as good as it is with having money, just like it is not as bad as it is without it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I I was listening to 50 Cent. He tells you the price he had to pay for his sacrifice, losing his own son. And no fucking money that can replace that. It is what it is. It comes with the territory. Because the thing about having money too, especially the way that motherfucker came up, it comes with a state of mind. That's why they tell you you have to become abundant. That's why this motherfucker was saying, at one point I thought having money would solve all of my problems. Now I got money, you know what I'm saying? That's not the case. There's more problems. Biggie tells you more money, more problems. Do you get it? God damn it, niggas. Biggie tells you no more money, more problems. He knows what he's talking about. Because now, you know what I'm saying, you got to deal with haters. There's a bunch of other shit that comes with having money, nigga. Or doing your thing, being a star. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people hate on you, man. It comes with it. That's what those rappers are talking about, those haters. Yeah, those are the haters. Once you are in the spotlight, those could be your family members, all that shit. And in most cases, it's going to be your family members or even the friends that you're hanging out with. You know what I'm saying? Because they wouldn't understand this is you being yourself. Why? How come you being yourself? Why don't you be a bitch ass like me? Be a bitch ass like me. Word? Okay. Do you see what I'm saying? That's what they're saying subconsciously. So it's important for you, that self-realization. You know what I'm saying? Like certain things, certain aspect of life. Again, I was going back to the saying that, you know what I'm saying, as Biggie was saying, more money, more problems. There's a lot of other shit that comes with that shit. People wants a handout. More people are calling you. People who didn't used to call you, now they calling you. Nigga said more money, more problems. I get it. I understand what he's saying. Especially if you're from the hood. Then now you have niggas that might trying to rob you too. Hey, more money, more problems. You know what I'm saying? You got to look at it from his perspective. And of course, then you have other people that will tell you, nah, more money's not more problems. Then, it's a better way to manage your shit. I mean, all of that is good. It's all good. You didn't say anything wrong. I'm here to let you know that right now. You didn't say anything wrong. But all we're saying is there's different layers and different levels. You can't, you know what I'm saying, being optimistic, like I always tell people, doesn't mean that you don't acknowledge something bad happened. No, no, no. You have an optimistic perspective of it. Meaning, even though it's negative, but I'm looking at the positivity in that negativity. In other words, I'm looking at the lesson. What was the lesson? Yeah, this is painful, but what was the lesson, though? So I'm not saying it wasn't painful, so you have to acknowledge all of it. But the lesson is the fruit. It's that ejaculation. You know what I'm saying? It's that sweet spot, nigga. It's that understanding. It's that higher consciousness. It comes in different forms. Man. Life is teaching you, you know what I'm saying? God is everywhere. Wisdom is wisdom, regardless of where it comes from. You could get the work from anybody. And I know for me, shit, nigga, I'm down with all the smokes. You know what I'm saying? I learn from everybody. At the same time, I learn from nobody as well. Because we all one. All for one and one for all, baby. That's the relationship of the Father and the Son. There's layers to this motherfucker. But anyway, but understanding, you know, the masculine energy and the feminine energy allows you, even if you're gonna have your wife, your girlfriend, somebody that you really love, you know, it would help you. First of all, that's the only thing I deal with over here. Because if you don't love somebody, nigga, I don't know what you're doing. What are you doing? You wasting your time, your own time. You're wasting yourself. You have no self-esteem. It's not even low self-esteem. Like, you would have to appreciate yourself first. Then we could talk about the level of self-esteem. You have no self-esteem. Meaning yourself do not come first. Meaning you're not doing it because you feel good. You're not doing it because it's your passion. You're doing it just to do it. That's what hoes do. I need some money. Let's fuck. Then you fuck, you pay. So technically, when you're not being yourself, you just being a hoe. Well, in that whole example, not in real life. In that whole example, you're just being a hoe, man. You know what I'm saying? You're cheating yourself. You're not expressing yourself. A lot of people, you know, they are going against your nature, because your nature is truly to open up. That's why, regardless of a bad relationship, deep inside of you, you know you want love. You might be ashamed to say it. It's all good. I got you. I'll say it for you. I'll say it for you, motherfucker. I'll say that shit for you. Don't worry. You know what I'm saying? Then you saying love make you weak. What? How did you come up with that? You know what I'm saying? How did you come up with that? How does, you know what I'm saying? And usually, and not to say, in, not to make it a rule or a law, because hurt people hurt people. Lovable people, like such as myself, I'm not gonna use that type of language. I can't. You know what I'm saying? Because the person that I am, that's how, you know what I'm saying, you are the judge. Your criticism is criticizing you, because it's reflecting your state of consciousness. I'm exposing myself right now. I'm okay with it. You know what I'm saying? We all in fucking harmony. I'm that bright. I'm that bright. I'm fully aware, baby. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. So again, to get back to the masculine and feminine energy, you know, like, those are actively all around us. There's a whole bunch of fucking taking place around us. Union, yogas, masculine and feminine energy, even for us in the occult. A clear understanding, a good intellect need to go with your emotions. When you have an intuition, you have a passion. You need to have your intellect now. Okay, you love playing the guitar, then the intellect has stepping in at this point. Like, I got you, buddy. Guitar it is, sir. So this is what we're going to do for the guitar. We're going to go on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? There's a couple of things we could do. We're going to get a book. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. We're going to save up a little bit of money. Then we're going to get a guitar. Then we're going to, you know what I'm saying? All of those, you know, the way you mapping the shit out. That's why they come, that's how they become in harmony. Your intellect should not be against your fucking intuition. It works with it. And that's how you become balanced. That's how you become whole. That's how you're able to see, because once you don't consider, like, if you strictly intellect, like if you see the movie like Judge Dredd, so you become that guy. You become very rigid because you're not taking emotion into consideration. It's all about what makes sense. That's what it says. That's what we're going to do. In all of those movies, they're always showing you, you know what I'm saying, the connection. They always show you the connection between the good guy and the bad guy. But if you're looking at it in terms of they are enemies, you're missing the point. Because they no wonder why they need each other. So you can look at it as two separate things, which is duality, this against that, or you can look at it from a polarity perspective. Two, this and that, same thing. Mind, body, physical, non-physical. There's layers to this. There's layers. So, now with that being said, essentially the message that we wanted to pretty much share tonight is that understand that the masculine and the feminine energy goes beyond just sexual, like our dick and pussy. It's all around us and in us. Even you as a masculine, you know you have your creative side. If you're a man, you love to dance. Dancing is a feminine trait. Dancing is how they release themselves. It goes up and down. It goes all around, like all of that shit. That's why women love to dance. They're expressing themselves through their emotion, love. So when you see those bitches twerking, it's just a lower or grossest way of them expressing their femininity. Nigga, I went to a voodoo dance once and seen how these bitches were moving. The dance that they were doing. Nigga, if you get to see some shit like that, even in the bedroom, nigga, you never had a girl want to dance for you, nigga? That's their femininity. They are activating that. That's that radiance, that shyness. Y'all motherfuckers deserve the world, motherfuckers. Half the world, bitches. Y'all deserve that shit. You feel me? God damn it, you know what I'm saying? It's that time. We gotta, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? So again, what we are truly talking about here is to acknowledge not just how different they are, but also how they come together. Now the whole, and I think I already talked about that too, but the whole Jesus thing about not stoning that hole was to expand your consciousness through having compassion. That's reason and love that comes together. It's like, I know what you did was wrong, but I understand why you did it. I understand you. You know what? Because I understand you, guess what? I can relate. I accept or I forgive, whichever language you want to use. At the end of the day, you know, that's how you transcend. Now, not just transcending, But now you had perfectly unite your reason and your intellect together. Here's another example that I always like to use too. Now I didn't go too much into the Jesus shit, but let's go into it real quick, right? Whereas there was a bitch, according to the law, she got caught, whatever the fuck. This is what the law says. This is the logic. This is what it says. It's not, she's not supposed to do that. That's what it is. Then the emotion is like, okay, but how many of you, like, nigga, do you acknowledge that you're not perfect? Now you're getting into your emotion side. Oh, yeah. I didn't do it this time right. So now you're having a broader perspective. That emotion, that's what the emotion does. That's why, your experiences, which is a feminine energy, is teaching you. That's why this shit is not logical, to be honest. And I get it, like when they call nature is her. The goddess is all around us. I get what they're saying by that too. Come on now. And now that goddess now takes place, or could take place, in either a masculine energy or a feminine energy. Because understand this, the whole Jesus having a long hair is actually acknowledging the divine feminine as a masculine one. That's the bafflement. That's whatever the fuck you want to call it. That's what that shit is. You know what I'm saying? The one side with the man titties and with whatever the fuck. Again, that constant harmony. Masculine and feminine. Dick and pussy doesn't matter, motherfucker. It's all mental. Like gay motherfuckers are telling you, nigga, it's mental. I'm the baddest bitch. How much mental can a motherfucker tell you? That's what niggas could tell you. Hey, nigga, I see what you got here, nigga. So what? I'm the badass bitch. You're gonna argue with that? You're gonna lie to yourself, bro. There's something greater here that's taking place. You know what I'm saying? You gotta look at the bigger picture. For me, this motherfucker's right. And you were to tell me, for you, this motherfucker's not right? Well, this motherfucker's not right. You're both rights. Both of you motherfuckers are right. It's different layers. You know what I'm saying? And the more inner vision you have, you know what I'm saying, the better you get to understand your reality. That's why niggas would kind of tell you, hey man, they playing you, man. You a slave, right? The Matrix is now telling you, hey, you a slave. In other words, they're telling you, hey, this is what you don't see, man. They're bringing awareness to you. Hey, wake up. That's what they're telling you. And it's being done all around us. That's why this type of knowledge for the livings. Even in the grossest level, they tell you, you want to have a bright future, go to school. But what you're truly doing when you go to school, of course, there's the marketing thing. That's why these motherfuckers are hypocrites. In the Bible, Jesus called them thieves because now they telling you yes. I mean, let's leave out the bullshit for a second, right? You know what I'm saying? When you go to college, nigga, I'm not saying, anything, but, there's certain knowledge that you have, motherfucker. There's certain things that you know, nigga. Listen, I went to college myself, nigga. Like, what I'm trying to say is, you know what I'm saying? You know how motherfuckers be telling you it's a total loss? I get it. And I would probably say it myself too. But there's layers in saying that. We're talking about, you know what I'm saying, self-awareness. But let's just say in terms of, you know what I'm saying, basically what I'm trying to say is you could say 50 Cent is a billionaire, but in most cases, people who actually go to college would probably, you know, have a better paying job than somebody, you know what I'm saying, who didn't go to college. Does that make any sense? Now, do you not have people who actually didn't go to college to become millionaire? Guess what? Yeah, they're going to hire somebody who actually went to college. So what I'm trying to say to you is, I understand why it's bullshit. I understand why it's not bullshit. Ultimately, you know what I'm saying, you didn't say anything wrong. Because I found the balance too. Do you see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And so much so, that's why you have your middle class, right? Your middle class is a representation of possibly, you know, people who actually went to college. Then you have, you know what I'm saying, your average workers, niggas who didn't, you know what I'm saying. Not to say that niggas who went to college are going to be better than niggas, you know what I'm saying. But, you know, statistically speaking, it makes a difference. You know what I'm saying? Whereas, let's just say somebody could work as a security guard, but let's just say if you are, I don't know, a lawyer. Do you see? Not necessarily a lawyer. Let's just say you do something technical, or some sort. Are you a nurse? Do you see what I'm saying? I don't know if the nurse thing would be pretty much, but what I'm trying to say is, nigga, do you get the point? It's like, I think I'm saying it without saying it, but let's just try to humanize it. Do you see what I'm saying? It's not like a total, like, as most people, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna gain knowledge is knowledge regardless of where it actually comes from. You know what I'm saying? That's why, you know what I'm saying, a street nigga, you know what I'm saying, you need to be a book nigga too. A street nigga should be a book nigga. And of course, by street nigga, you saying being involved in illegal activity. But you gotta know how things work. That's why a lot of these guys, the American gangsters, they're all great. Like, one of the guys that did The Secret, he's saying, well, I disagree. I was a great marketer. He used to sell drugs. And yeah, that's exactly what these motherfuckers are, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why these niggas, you know what I'm saying, like, that's what they do, man. It's the same marketing strategies that is being rain on you. You don't even know. You don't even know. So much so, that's why they study you. They don't give you anything you don't want. Like, if selling drugs, I mean, not that I've done it, but I've heard people saying, let's just say, the more addicted they are, you could actually raise your prices, because you know they're gonna come back. They gotta get it. Supply and demand, baby. Or demand and supplies. However the fuck you wanna say it. So all I'm saying is, you know, that there's no separation really. That's why knowledge regardless of where it comes from. If you're a book motherfucker, well, you need to be street, not street in the sense of illegal activities, because that's what these motherfuckers are talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because street, everybody's on the streets, man. Everybody's outside. Now, well, because of, you know what I'm saying, you might be working remotely right now, but when that shit stop, or the hybrid, whatever the fuck, nigga, everybody's outside. Everybody's on the streets, man. The court fucking date, I mean, the courtroom you gotta go to is in the streets, nigga. I'm saying, those lawyers, man, they're in the streets, nigga. Yeah, nigga, the hospital is in the streets, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's where you gotta drive the motherfucker to. Everything's in the streets, baby.
But I get it. What you're saying is your illegal fucking bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But what you need to understand by you saying the streets is the knowledge that it comes with. You know what I'm saying? That's why you'll hear a lot of those artists that will tell you, "Man, I thought the music industry was different." Knowledge is knowledge, baby. Knowledge is knowledge. So that's why, you know what I'm saying, and then you understand how do you think that's why they fucking you over. They can't be stupid. Like that's how, you know what I'm saying, they get you to kill another black man. If you want to talk about games, I mean games all around you, babe. You just catching up to it. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? And other people now are trying to get us to wake up. Because you guys are being played, man. You're being conditioned. Even the whole hip hop shit, niggas are killing. I mean, shit. Are you expecting a different result, man? If you bugging if you're gonna say, yo, you know what I'm saying, we need to stop this violent shit, but then you playing that type of music, you wildin'. That's insanity, nigga. That's true insanity. What's happening, man? It's part of the culture, nigga. It's that aggressiveness because that's what you're preaching. That's what you're getting out there. Now, on the other hand, it would have been strange, man, if you popping all this shit and then niggas are hugging one another. Like, that would have been strange, bro. Like, how the fuck? That's how I'm looking at it. You know what I'm saying? That's when Chris Rock was talking about some shit about the tiger, right? You're saying the tiger went crazy. Nah, nigga, the tiger went tiger. That's why do you think hurt people hurt other people? That's what it is. You do what you know. You do what you know. There's no way outside of that. Hurt people hurt other people because they've been hurt. That's why only when you heal yourself, that's why love people love other people. That's how you break, I guess, general. I mean, like I guess the actual cycle. That's how you stop it. That's how you put an end to it. That's how you break the cycle. That's how you come out of it by acknowledging it. And then you're saying, you know what? I'm not going to hurt other people because I was hurt. In other words, you're learning how to love with a broken heart. Oh, that's courage, baby. And that's attractiveness. That should give me a hard on. Yeah, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But the other stuff, that's why the lying, the games, all that shit is out of toxicity. Because you're not real to yourself, you gotta be false to somebody else. That's what your games are about. You're not playing to win. You're playing to lose. You lose. You losing, nigga. Like what? You playing yourself. And that's what you do when you go to a job that you don't love, you don't like. You're doing it for what? You're worshiping idols. You're doing it for money. So now, money, which is a medium, what I'm saying, exchange, now you made it your master instead of you being the master of it. That shit is cray cray. But anyway, again, check out the Patreon. You know what I'm saying? Um, there's a lot more to come. And yeah, man. So, you know what I'm saying? Subscribe and do all that shit, man. You already know. Haitien, bra, Malay.